Okay, this is a Group C match. This is Will versus Seraph. I believe Will is staff on Carbuncle's corner, so fun stuff. It's always fun seeing one of our own play. Although I will say my goofy ass does not like putting 2 and 2 together because I don't understand why my silly little brain just sees Will and I'm like, oh, I don't really know who that is. Of course I do. Dummy. Seraph has a little thing on the side that's going to explode soon. So Will's going to want to set that off, and they do.
Oh boy.
And was gonna take that.
Too bad.
Sorry, but you didn't stand a chance.
I have no idea how the other brackets turned out. I hope they went well. I hope the Iron people had fun. Will has a GTR on the right side.
Here I go.
How's that? Sapphire.
Here I go.
So Seraph offsets that initial harassment using the rest of their resources. All of their resources, really. And now both players are kind of back to square one. I think they really want a
How's that?
quick resolution to this kind of back and forth. So Will has an extension with the garbage. Seraph doesn't really have much of anything. A little bit
Too
flustered.
bad.
Sorry, but you didn't stand a chance.
Bit of a cleanup pop there. Not the worst thing in the world. Will's going to want to finish up that sandwich soon by putting the green in column 5. They do.
How's that?
Unfortunately, they don't really have access to the rest of their chain as they blocked it off with the extension.
So I won.
Had to clean it up. Couldn't get back to it before the short chain resolved. So Will have to eat that. Will decides to set off early. Looks like Seraph has a little bit of something going on with those purples. Decides to pop from the bottom so that they don't instantly die. Doesn't seem to work.
Too bad.
Sorry, but you didn't stand a chance.
I like Draco. She is very cute. Clean up pop. Blocks off that red. Kind of disgusting. Seraph decides to set off early. That's going to be a strong harassment. Will did not have the pieces to fully set off that sandwich chain. Luckily, the sandwich is open in column 6 and going to be able to access the rest of it. Just decide to set off that as a 6.
How's that?
Seraph doesn't have a response.
Oh boy. Too bad.
Sorry, but you didn't stand a chance.
Alright. interesting builds from both players. Seraph setting off their chain early. Not a full block off. Will still has access to a 2-chain. Seraph eats that. Just with a little bit of cleanup. 2-chain at the very top. Seraph counters with a pretty strong 3-chain response. And Will opens up their main chain, responding with a 7.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So it's like I said earlier, I think that Seraph has the fighting instincts. Just not necessarily the super high chains that they need to do to go head to head with some of these competitors. Will making their right hand GTR. 5-6 GTR, should I call it? Decides to set it off at the beginning, knowing it's gonna all clear. It's going to provide them with an easy follow-up if anything gets offset. Although it's unlikely.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Too bad.
Sorry, but you didn't stand a chance.
There was all clear potential in that. No need for it, though.
Huh? How's that? Cerulean.
We have a 4-chain. Looks like Will ran into a little bit of trouble with that sandwich transition, putting the blue in that column 5, leading to having to extend off of that. Not an ideal extension. Blues also weren't really abundant. Pieces weren't coming at the right time. So that's one of the shortcomings of the sandwich chain form at the first floor, is that it can be really piece dependent, especially in the beginning. If you don't get the pieces you need and you create a height difference, that's going to start causing problems very quickly. Okay, this time Will gets a whole chain off, sets up a 9.
Oh boy.
And takes the game. Taking the game, that will be taking the match as well.
Sorry, but you didn't stand a chance.
And that's going to be their pools match, Will versus Seraph. Thank you all for coming.